What if I told you that you and 9 of your closest Viking buddies had only a few days to stop the literal end of the world? No pressure, right? That's what you were made for. Now imagine doing that while being constantly attacked by goblins, frost giants, and that can of Mountain Dew that's been sitting next to your desk for far too long and you keep taking sips out of, but it just keeps giving. Welcome to Tribes of Midgard, a game that's part survival, part action RPG, part tower defense, and part why is there so many branches in my inventory? But is it a multiplayer masterpiece or just another Ragnarok simulator? Let's find out. For those of you unfamiliar, Tribes of Midgard is essentially what happens when you semi-erotically combine Valheim's Viking theme with Don't Starve's survival mechanics and Diablo's combat. Developed by Norsefell and published by Gearbox, this game throws you into a Norse-inspired world where you and up to 9 other players must survive, gather resources, and defend the almighty seed of Yggdrasil from an army of relentless enemies, because apparently, trees are very important to these guys. Alright, let's talk about what you'll actually be doing in this game. You'll be hitting things, building things, and running around like a headless chicken, and then inevitably dying. Oh my goodness, and don't even get me started on when you forget to defend the seed. One moment you're happily gathering resources, and the next moment the game is over, so just pay attention to that. The game will offer 2 main game modes, depending on how much stress you want to put yourself through. Survival mode is for those of you who want to explore at your own pace, build a Viking home of your dreams, and slowly work your way up fighting the almighty ancients. With 90 skills to choose from, this is the perfect mode for a more relaxed experience, until you realize that relaxed still involves fighting off giants the size of apartment buildings. And then we also have Saga mode, a fast-paced, high-stakes challenge where you and your tribe must stop Ragnarok before it's too late. Unlock and specialize among 8 classes, defend your village, and push back the endless winter. The longer you survive, the better the rewards, assuming you actually make it alive. My suggestion, start with survival mode, get used to the mechanics, and then go into Saga mode. The reason why is because in Saga mode, there's a very specific science on how you have to approach the game. I'll drop a link below that will help you tremendously. Visually, Tribes of Midgard goes for a bright, stylized look instead of a gritty realism. It's like if Hades and Torchlight had a Viking baby, and I like that. The world does feel alive, but let's be honest, it's not winning any best environmental storytelling awards. The real charm is in its chaos and confusion, not deep lore. When it comes to progression, the game tries to keep things fresh with a class system and skill trees. Here's a quick breakdown. We have the Guardian, which is the tanky class, which is great for absorbing damage and protecting teammates. The Warrior, the all-around melee fighter with solid attack and defense. The Ranger, the ranged specialist, perfect for kiting enemies, dealing damage from afar. The Seer, the healer support class with fire-based abilities and survival buffs. The Berserker, the high-damage reckless fighter who thrives in chaos. The Sentinel, the ultimate defensive warrior, blocking and countering like a pro. You got your Warden, the utility class with movement and resource gathering buffs. And the Hunter, the trap-setting, stealthy class that can manipulate the battlefield. Each class brings something unique to the battlefield, but some are better than others. For example, if you play Warden in solo, it feels like absolute booty cheeks. But if you play it in a group setting, it feels amazing. One big drawback here, each class needs to be unlocked by doing in-game activities. Some are way more annoying than others. I'll drop a link below that'll help you out, but if you play the game, you'll see that in the menu, it'll show you how to unlock them as well. Now let's talk about what works well, the pros. This game shines brightest when you play it with friends or a group of people. Teaming up to take down a giant or desperately trying to hold back a horde of enemies feels incredibly satisfying. There's also a genre fusion that's done pretty well. Survival, check. Tower defense, check. ARPG looting, check. The game juggles multiple genres, and against all odds, it does kind of work. Another thing here is that the devs were pretty active and they were adding seasonal content, new classes, and events. My only concern, the last major update was on July 31st of 2023, so buyer beware. And now let's talk about what falls short, the cons. Trying to play solo is like paddling a Viking longship by yourself. Technically possible, but why would you do this to yourself? There's a repetitive gameplay loop that is gather, upgrade, defend, repeat. Eventually, you'll start wondering if you're a Viking warrior or a glorified medieval UPS driver. The difficulty spikes, sometimes fair, sometimes absolutely busted. One moment you are fine, the next a frost giant waltzes into your base and deletes your entire village like a Windows update. Also, no offline solo mode. If you want to play alone, you must be online. That's a big deal breaker for some, so I wanted to make sure I noted that here. So now to answer the question, is Tribes of Midgard worth it? If you love a fast-paced co-op survival with a Norse twist and don't mind a bit of chaos, then absolutely. But if you're looking for deep RPG with storytelling elements or a chill solo experience, this is not it for you, Chief. And now to wrap up the video. For $20, I'm a little iffy on buying the game. I had it on my wish list and it went on sale and I bought it for $5. Let me tell you something, honestly. For $5, this game is extremely worth it. I had a ton of fun, and I definitely plan on playing again. So if it's in your budget and you got the $5 to spare and it's on sale, 100% I recommend it. For $20, it's up to you. If you did stay this long in the video, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I sincerely appreciate your support. Please make sure to like and subscribe for future content, and I hope you have a phenomenal day.